Man, what's up, everybody? This is Fred Rachani of TSC News with some breaking news, some regrettable news. I'm sweating right now. I was at the gym before, but now I'm sweating for far different reasons. A hero to many, a man that influenced many a pro wrestler, a guy that you can make the argument was as big, if not bigger, than Dusty Rhodes, who just recently passed away, and the Ultimate Warrior, and a few years back, Randy Savage. Roddy Piper has unfortunately passed away due to cardiac arrest at age 61, according to TMZ Sports. I, like many of you who have read this news, am absolutely stunned. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Apparently passed away in Hollywood, California. His last public moments were unfortunately not the best. Was talking about the Hulk Hogan controversy, tried to downplay it. Before that, he had a falling out with Podcast One and dissed Stone Cold and claimed Stone Cold Steve Austin got him fired. And, you know, in recent years, he unfortunately became a caricature of himself, a parody of himself. And it was very sad because in this man's prime, he was one of, if not the greatest heel of all time. One of the greatest promos of all time. Influenced a ton of professional wrestlers. You know, I'm sure he's had a great influence on Stone Cold Steve Austin. Even MMA fighters like Chael Sonnen. I mean, this guy just spanned generations. If you go on Facebook right now, you know, you got friends. Maybe you have friends that you didn't even know were wrestling fans. You'll see them probably sharing the story, hearing about the news. Roddy Piper transcended generations. He was one of the building blocks of the rock and wrestling era. He is one of the main people responsible for WrestleMania being as successful as it was. His epic feud with Hulk Hogan. The fact that he rarely was pinned or submitted throughout his career. I mean, all the legendary matches, not just with Hulk Hogan, but that lone match he had with Bret Hart at WrestleMania. And just, man, oh. Even in WCW when he came back in the mid-late 90s, he drew money. He drew money with Hulk Hogan at that Starrcade. And while he was never a world champion, he was as over, if not more over, than many world champions. A former Intercontinental champion, a former United States champion, a man that pioneered, you know, wrestling in Portland with Don Owens, and then he got the NWA, and of course he got his time in World Wrestling Federation, followed by WCW, and then back to WWE where he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Now look, I am not the best historian when it comes to Roddy Piper. You know, I'm sure there's other people like Dave Meltzer, Carl Stern, that can tell you a lot more about his early days. I actually, you know, got into wrestling more in the late 90s, like a lot of people around my age. I'm age 26, but I'm somebody that's a student of the game, you know, with the benefit of DVDs and VHS tapes back in the day, and now the WWE Network. Going back, watching all of Roddy Piper's stuff, I saw his documentary. Just, man, this guy was so incredible. And, you know, there were times even in recent years where he could just flip that switch and at least on the mic be the hot rod of old. But, you know, what can I say? Do not remember this man for his recent public appearances of craziness and chaos and spouting whatever the hell he's spouting. Remember him for drawing incredible heat. Remember him for having incredible matches and drawing a ton of money. And remember him for positively, I repeat, positively influencing a generation. Was he perfect? No. What are some things that made you go, why'd you hell you say or do that, Hot Rod? Yes. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, a man that is so influential in this business, and hell in entertainment, if you really think about it, passed away, much like Dusty Rhodes, far too soon at the age of 61. Rest in peace, Roddy Piper. May God bless you. I wish the very best to his loved ones, who I'm sure are going through a very hard time right now. Folks, if you have any favorite Roddy Piper memories, maybe you just want to talk, please feel free to leave a comment below. Tweet us, Facebook us. Do what you got to do. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this tragedy and everything else going on in wrestling. Just, yeah, I don't know, man. Just, what can you say? Dusty Rhodes, Ultimate Warrior, Randy Savage, Roddy Piper. Just a sad time to be a longtime wrestling fan. So, yeah, R.I.P. Hot Rod.